Thank you so much for staying with us right here on WION Wallet, and welcome back. Now, more than a week after the eventful Monday at the Bombay House, when the chairman, Cyrus Mistry, was summarily sacked in a major corporate coup, the Tata Group is all set to put in place a new management structure for the $100 billion salt-to-software conglomerate. Here's a report on the Tata story.
The interim chairman of the Tata Group, Ratan Tata, has recently circulated a letter to its employees saying that a new management structure is being put in place. After the removal of Cyrus Mistry, his Group Executive Council was also disbanded. However, the chairman's office has retained some of the members of the GEC, including Harish Bhatt and Mukund Rajan. The 5 members of the chairman's office now include Prasad Menon, Mukund Rajan, Harish Bhatt, Gopichand Katragadda and S. Padmanabhan. Tata Consulting Group's former Vice Chairman S. Ramudurai has quit from his post of the Chief of National Skill Development Corporation, leading to speculation of his possible role in Tata Sons or Tata Chairman's office. It is said that the TCS CEO N. Chandrasekaran is the frontrunner for the post of chairman. Also, with the ongoing saga at the Bombay House, the investors may have to rejig their mutual funds portfolio and exit the investments that are exposed to Tata Group stocks. In the last few days, Tata Group companies have lost nearly 55,000 crore rupees of investors' money. Bureau Report, WION.
Now, India's Consumer Confidence Index climbs up by 5 points to 133, reclaiming the highest rank worldwide. This is further supported by the growth of the fast-moving consumer goods sector. Here's a report on that.
According to a report released by Nelson, the Consumer Index of India has climbed by 5 points to 133 in the fourth quarter 2016. With these points, India tops the world rankings. Following India are Philippines and Indonesia, with scores of 132 and 122 respectively. Indians are confident on their job prospects, personal finances and immediate spending intentions, at the back of good monsoons, controlled inflation, festive season and positive economic outlook. Indians are either putting their money in savings or want to spend on vacations, new technology products and clothes. Terrorism and job security in urban cities are still major reasons of concern. This confidence may further be reflected in the growth of FMCG sector in the second half of the financial year 2017, as the rural demand is showing an upward trend, which was subdued due to droughts for 2 consecutive years. Bureau Report, WION.
And Twitter's managing director for Southeast Asia and India, Parminder Singh, quits the company after 3 whole years. This announcement comes days after Twitter India head Rishi Jaitley announced that he is leaving the company by the end of November. Maya Hari has been named as the new head of India and Southeast Asia following Parminder's exit. For the last few quarters, Twitter has been struggling with stagnant user base and slowing revenue growth. Last week, the microblogging site announced that it is planning to cut its global workforce by 9% to bring down its cost. And UK manufacturing showed solid growth in October thanks to exchange rates driving up new orders. But according to the latest data, British pound could fall even further than some might want. When Britain starts normal force divorce proceedings from the European Union, here's a report on that.
There's no denying there are bright spots in the UK economy. Manufacturing PMIs for October, the latest to enjoy the so-called Brexit bounce. But for many, this is still something to be handled with caution. The boost in exports was down to the drop in sterling, which many believe is only just beginning.
I think there's a real risk of it overshooting if negotiations are difficult, and I think there is a lot of noises currently ahead of the French and German elections that those 2 crucial powers in the European Union will play hardball with the UK.
The pound has dropped nearly 20% against the dollar since Britain voted to leave the EU. A Reuters poll suggests it'll fall a further 5% when the official process starts, but that's just a median. Some forecasters suggesting the pound could even reach parity, the first such forecast in over 20 years.
You're going to have to accept that there may be some downside as you go through arguably the rest of this decade.
While manufacturers have adjusted, services may find it harder. But warnings Brexit will cut the sector's exports by 60% may be overblown.
Some of the marginal decisions on why services are bought from the UK and indeed services companies located in the UK may be impacted by Brexit. But there's a much broader factor of reasons why purchasing decisions, location decisions, investment decisions are made than solely the access to the single market.
Brexit forecasts clearly aren't easy. Just ask Mark Carney. With the economy still stronger than expected, the Bank of England's not expected to launch any stimulus just yet.
Well, that's all for now on this very edition of WION Wallet. For more news and updates, check out our digital, mobile and social media platforms as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m.